You know what subreddit we haven't been to in a while? Engrish. Let's read some words. Only the best of words. Starting with number 19, here's me with some delicious steak. Chicken steak. I don't know about you, but I've actually never heard of a chicken steak before. I was under the impression that they were actually different things. Generally, when it comes to steak, you can be like, I'll take it rare. Usually you don't go rare. Medium rare though, primo. Medium, okay. Medium well, well done. What are you doing here? Personally, I'm a fan of a rare chicken steak. It's a pretty delicious way to do it. You are risking some slight salmonella, but I'll tell you, it's worth the risk for that delicious, blubbery, rare chicken goodness. Also, don't try this at home if you're taking me seriously. Please don't. I don't want your parents to blame me for you eating raw chicken. Don't do that. I think you mean handicapped. Deformed man passage. Have we seen this one before in a past English video? I think we might have, or it was on like the actual English website when we did that back on, I think it was the main channel before Jordan Reacts even existed. So we'll keep it in just in case. It does get the point across if in just a very insensitive way, but I guess if you're translating from one language to the other, like you wouldn't really know that different word arrangements can be seen as insensitive. You're just like, this is the literal translation, so we'll just write it down there. It will do the trick, and well, it does. But it also leaves out women. What else? What are you supposed to do? Is there another path otherwise for the women who want to go through there? It's very exclusive. Johnny, yes, Papa, cleaning foot fingers. Wait, that is the direct translation for toes in most languages. Is it really? I didn't know that. I mean, why give your hands the priority, okay? Why aren't fingers your feet and then your hands are hand fingers, okay? Why do you have to give the feet the short end of the stick just because they're nice and stubby, all right? You don't have to be like, oh, look at those hand fingers. They're much more elegant and lengthy as opposed to those stubby little things on your feet. All right, that's very rude. Give them their own name, okay? That's why toes, we give our toes the respect they deserve. They have a unique name rather than just being like subservient foot fingers. All right, that is really rude to all the toes out there. Toes, I just want to say I appreciate you. You allow me to walk properly, and I thank you for that. Are you enjoy? Are you enjoy? Yes? No. I am very much enjoy right now. Are you enjoy? Make sure if you are enjoy this video, you press button of like right this second. If you are enjoy, you must hit like now button. Do so, please. Algorithm helps great because you are enjoy. Thank you. Appreciate you. Very good. Welcome, tourist. We speak English. I trust you implicitly. I would let you organize the entirety of my trip. I land at the airport, I see this sign, welcome tourist, we speak English. I'm like, oh, I am in good hands here. I feel totally safe. There's no way that the organization for this trip could go wrong, that I might end up in the wrong city, miss my flight on the way back, overstay, get my passport revoked, and be trapped here forever. I trust this header. Nothing could go wrong. People are awesome. Am I? This is satirical, quite clearly, okay? Pregnant, pregnant, pargant, gregnant. Am I gregnant? Am I Greg? Not. Pregnant, help. Pregnant, pregnant. Can you get pregnant? Pergert? Well, I get pregnant if a woman has starch masks. I mean, starch can come in a powder. You know, right? Like when you're making the putty kind of stuff, you've done that in science class in elementary school, right? And so you got to wear a starch mask in order to prevent yourself from inhaling the goop before it's gone into the water and become the goop. You know, you don't want to breathe into that. So starch masks are a very real thing. Woof. No barking. Wow. All right. I can't even bark if I want to here. What about freedom of expression, dude? Every now and again, I hear some coyotes out there. I actually do. They howl every now and again, like really, really loudly. And sometimes I just want to bark back at them. I don't want to howl, okay? I want to be unique, and I want to bark back at the coyotes. And here, they wouldn't let me do that. So I could never be in a place like this. I like to reserve the ability to bark. I don't do it often, but I like to have that option. Okay, I like to leave my options open. I don't like to commit to things, which is a very real thing for me. And I don't want to commit to no barking ever. Okay, I gotta have that available. So it's very discriminatory. Also discriminatory against dogs. All right, you think they can control it? You can't force shock collars on all of them. Kind of wholesome. Moved to Japan, met my neighbor. I can't speak English. Thank you for the present. My name is Hiroshi Yamashita. I'm 52 years old. The divorce, and I live alone. You can use it if you like. What can you use? The divorce? I have a great divorce attorney. It looks like you moved in with your partner. If things start going south, solid divorce attorney. I've got you covered. You can use it if you'd like. I'm stuffed. And toilet paper. Do you have a Navy? I mean, we come from the United States. There is a Navy there. And yes, I suppose yes, that is the answer. Please tell me your child's name. Thank you for your friend operation. I like how I can't speak English, and thank you for the present were like the most grammatically correct of the whole thing. Can I say, though, the writing, very good. Very good. Very impressive. Like, if I just glanced at that, I'd be like, oh, that looks like a well-written letter, before I actually go into, trying to read it. I'm stuffed in toilet paper. Trying to figure out what that is exactly. Maybe they're trying to communicate that they just ate the present, now they're stuffed, and they have to poop. Because of how much they ate. You gave me so much, I'm gonna need to use the toilet paper. So I'll be back. That's why this note's pretty short. Otherwise, I'd write even more. Thank you. Half bad translation, other half meme. Machine does not surrender. Is it possible to learn this power? I'm assuming it means no refunds, but instead you could have chopped out the bottom there. It wasn't completely necessary. I feel like the machine does not surrender kind of stood on its own. Makes me think of the Terminator, though. This is a machine you might see in the next Terminator sequel. Whenever that is, and it's a fearsome one. All right, it's the vending machine Terminator. It ejects food at your face at supersonic speeds. I mean, dude, you have a candy bar accelerating at you. It wouldn't be accelerated; it'd just be going at you. Supersonic, like, you're in trouble. A supersonic candy bar would probably indent you or break bones, if not actually go. Would it? What would the damage of a supersonic candy bar be? I guess police have beanbag weapons, right? That's probably going at pretty darn quick, and it KOs you, but it doesn't go through you. But maybe those are less than supersonic speed. I actually don't know. Supersonic candy bars, the new police force weapon. Support their movement. This is why grammar is important. No, more demonetized. Yeah, why did you put the exclamation point there? That's it's just the, like, what? I don't understand. It's not that hard to figure out. Like, you usually put exclamation points at the end of a sentence, and that's a sentence right there. So why would you just be like, I'm gonna throw the exclamation point there at the beginning? No, I mean, everyone kind of knows what you're going for. I don't think there's really any ambiguity. It'd be great if this, didn't happen anymore. But yeah, just a bit of a boo-boo. But this isn't really English. This is just, it's a typo. I don't know if it exists already. You are my love, my angle. Don't treat me like potato. They have a point, okay? No smoking, I will crazy. You strong like Rambo. Look like hero, but your brain just like potato. I like how potato is kind of the common theme here. I wonder if the writer actually knows exactly what they're saying, but they think that what they've figured out here is that the English-speaking tourists are actually more inclined to purchase if it's totally screwed up English. And so the people doing these translations speak English totally fine. In fact, they probably speak it better than we do because it's their job to write these things. But they've determined, they did an A/B test at 2 different stores. All right, 2 different locations of their chain. One, perfect grammar. No one was biting. They weren't very interested because they're like, I don't know what these sayings don't really resonate with me. Then they did it with bad grammar. And then all the English-speaking tourists were like, this is so funny. It's bad grammar. They didn't know how to properly translate. Meanwhile, they're laughing all the way to the bank in the background. I like how they're familiar with the whole potato thing, though. Like, you filmed that on a potato, dude? Is your computer a potato? You can't even run Minecraft? Like, they're familiar with that. Don't treat me like a potato, okay? I think you are an angle, all right? And I treat you like one. Why do you have to repay me by treating me like a potato? Don't throw me on the stove and cook me, all right? Don't be a cannibal. Don't appreciate that. This ruins my confidence. Urine is underground and you are short. Urine is not allowed to explain that you are soft. Can I just say as a public service announcement to anyone, if your pee looks like that, consult a doctor. Also, if you have a very, very sharp angle at both your front and your back, consult a chiropractor. You might have multiple problems going on. I don't know if these two are mutually exclusive or if one causes the other, but either way, urologist, chiropractor, none of this looks very good. According to the top comment, correct translation, if you piss on the floor, it means you're too short. If you can't aim, it means you're too soft. Basically, it's trying to communicate that you should pee in the toilet. And also don't have 3 globular streams coming out at once. It kind of looks like something else, but also that's a very large volume. Oof upon oof. The gangster, prohibited from entering a shop. That's a very elegant gangster, very Al Capone-like. Do not do that. Do not pickpocket. Effective. Do not smoking walk. It's okay if you're stationary, but if you walk while smoking, we're gonna have a problem, all right? Like, if you're gonna light up in this shop, you better stay still. The second you move, we will demonetize you. Do not sit down, especially if you're smoking. You can only stand. If you sit down, that's even worse than smoke walking. Do not drunk and disorderly. Oh, God. Wow. Whew. Boy, if that kind of volume is coming out of you, call 911. Because that's bad. That's like more than just, the alcohol and the drink. That's some organs that are coming up right there. You might actually have a hemorrhagic fever. Please don't ignore it. Do not battle. I wanted to play some Hunger Games in here, so I'm kind of disappointed. Do not drug. What exactly is that? It looks like he's doing some kind of dance move. He's getting real low, about to do some break dancing, or right in the middle of what's that the Russian dance where you're like this and then you kick the legs out. He looks like he's kind of mid-step on that as well. Oh boy, that's some profiling right there. What if I just want to, look nice in my coat, tie, and top hat? All right, don't judge me. Sometimes you just want to look dapper. A title. Are you years or older? No, this is Patrick. No. Make sure to remember that I'm not years or older. I'm actually not a human. I'm just a soul, a spirit floating around. I haven't been born yet. I haven't been assigned a body in which to come into this world, but I'm still able to go to the internet and answer questions. 1 through 7. Don't worry. I'm okay. So. Hot. Too hot. Oh my God. Fork. It's a very effective temperature scale. All restaurants should abide by this. It really clearly communicates the point. And I feel like I can read Korean now. I just have to remember this. All right. This apparently means fork. I mean, it gets short. These are all 2 characters. That's the appropriate word for it. This is 1. The worse it gets, the shorter the exclamation, although hot is apparently 2 characters. They're just different iterations of hot, you know? They're more elaborate about it. I like how this is an extreme amount more peppers than the one before it. It's just gone from like 0 to 100 real quick there. I don't think this would be good for me. I think this is some YouTube video territory right there. I went to Korea and ordered the fork spiciness. Well, that's it for the last month of Engrish. I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you like. Check out the playlist if you want to catch more of these. Subscribe if you're not already. And that's it. I'll see you next time.